There we go. Hello and welcome to NetFront Sports. My name is Eric Krause, bringing you the last broadcast of the day here on Rink 1 in Sylvan Lake, Alberta. We're going to have the Honey Badgers opening up their campaign as a brand new team here against the Strathmore Venom. The Venom 6-10 last season in the South, went 2-2 in the playoffs, looking to improve on that. And the Honey Badgers just looking to get their feet wet here in the Tier 2 division. We will have a short moment of silence here for Jim Andrews. Once again, we'll be posting that um, full excerpt out on social media. Um, every game this Saturday, we have been honoring Jim Andrews and giving a moment of silence for his recent passing. Now, other than that, we will see you when the face-off happens. We're a little bit delayed here. The Extreme and Sun Devils went to a late game. We got starting netminders. I'll give that to you right now. We have number 83, Connor Chenard, in for the Peace Country Honey Badgers. Peace Country also going to be out of Grand Prairie. And then we have for the Strathmore Venom, we have Joseph Fuss. So thanks for coming in, and we will see you during the face-off for the call here. I believe the players are squared up, but we're definitely having a memorial readout for this game. Unless something has changed. That I have not been made aware of. Face-off dot for this game, we're going to have Evan Sod and Torn Budgel. Looks like we are not having the memorial. We're going to go ball down to start this game. As the Honey Badgers starting off their campaign here in the Tier 2 division. Again, we try our best with names. We pronounce them wrong. Numbers are sometimes wrong on the score sheets. But here we go. Have Nolan Vandenbush picking up the ball for the Venom. Moving over to Judah Nation. Nation, one of the people I've mentioned on my podcast as a player to watch for this Strathmore Venom team. Guy who scores a lot of goals and gets a lot of penalty minutes. He's not a big guy, but he is scrappy. He will get in your face. Honey Badgers move up the floor. We got Kay Stranahan. He's going to be your captain for this Honey Badger squad. When I looked at their roster sheet, he was one of the only players with any sort of Tier 1 experience for an extended amount of time. A couple of the Tier 1 draftees on this Honey Badger squad. Again, they play at a Grand Prairie, a little bit far north, a little bit out of the way, a little bit secluded, but they look to be one of those rural northern teams that find success by them being the only place that those players can really realistically play. As Venom moving around the top here with Vandenbush. Taking a shot there on Chenard, and Chenard making that save. You have the Honey Badgers in the whites, moving from right to left here, and then Strathmore Venom in the home blacks, as the South is home all day today. Moving left to right on your TV dial. Got Lucas Lorenz in the corner. I will try to stop using first names every time I call a player out, but every time I say it for the first time, I am going to go first and last for you here on the show. Lorenz grabs it, scooped up by Fuss. It's an amazing play there. We got Jackson Watton on the far side, a righty for this Venom team. Moves it over to Nolan Maitre. If I say the name wrong, please correct me. Pick and seal set up. Looking for a lane. Moves it over to Braden Godin. Godin sets a seal up for his teammate. Physical so far here. That'll be a 30-second shot clock evaluation on Strathmore. Ball picked up by Cade Budgel. There's two Budgels on this team. You got Cade and Torin. Honey Badger squad, coached by Tim Fisher and Trevor McCurdy. While the Venom are coached by Lucas Bobbitt and a whole slew of assistant coaches: Jonathan Peters, Parker Adams, Chase Penner, and Riley Robinson. Some pushing and shovel there, in front of the Honey Badgers bench. No call. Cade Budgel tries to get in on the Venom from the side by Fuss. We have whistles here blown. Penalty going to be upcoming to the Venom. We have number 75, Jake Sevsik. 2 minutes unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, I believe. Looked like the ref teed him up. You're going to have on this offense, you're going to have Cohen Fisher, one of the Tier 1 draftees for this Peace Country squad. Fisher moves it over to the right shooter, which is Austin Winaya. Wait. I got it cut. I don't know about that call. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna disagree there. You got Lucas Lorenz being taken to the box there for tripping. I think that was incidental contact. It looked like their feet got tied up while they were coming across, but you gotta be in control of all your body parts at all times. So 16:50 remaining in the first. We're gonna have 4-on-4 for the next 141. Taking the ball in on off the hop here for the Venom is going to be Judah Nation. Nation coming in the bright blue sneakers. Moves it down low to Sevsik. Behind the back by Judah, misses the net. First one to really attempt a B2B this weekend, at least on my floor. Seems like a highly skilled player. Judah takes a hit, scores, and he is hyped. He shoots it far side on Chenard, and he wants to get all his teammates involved. As Judah Nation puts the Strathmore Venom up on the board 1-0 early here over the Peace Country Honey Badgers. They're officially called Peace Country. They play at a Grand Prairie. If I call them Grand Prairie, please put down the pitchforks. As Torin Budgel and Evan Sod are going to meet at the faceoff dot again, both pulling for their team. Advantage was given to the Venom. Ball over to Braden Godin. Big left shot here up top. This Strathmore Venom team, oddly enough, all their numbers are over 60, except for 3 on their entire roster. Some you just don't really see in junior sports. Cade Budgel moves it down low to Gavin Adams. Adams tried to jump over the crease there and put it far side on Fuss, but Fuss was up to the task. As now we have Judah Nation back with the ball. Already becoming one of my favorite players this weekend. Like seriously, this energy he had when he scored, you'd think he won the championship. Evan Sod moves it to Vandenbush. Dipping and dancing with Sod. Sod over to Judah. Over to Nation. Nation is able to keep it in the zone. Trying to kick it ahead. Grabs the ball, shoots up high. Save made better by Chenard. A little bit high on the neck there on Evan Sod. No call. His Nation moves it down to Sevsik. Godin up top with Nation. Nation getting a steal from Godin. Shoots across. Nice save there on the glove by Chenard. Picked up on the run by Lorenz. Lorenz getting dragged around, like completely hooked, in my opinion. No call. Should have been a hold. There really is no hooking in lacrosse, but that definitely should have been a hold. Tiptoes the line. Got Nation cutting in. Sevcik came off the right-hand side and shot it off the post. Moving the ball on the floor is Ryder Jennings. There's two Jennings on this team, Ryder and Thane Jennings. Ryder with the ball. Peace Country rushes off the floor to get their defense on. That was some hustle. Ivan Sod. I would say first names when there's two. There's an Evan and a Mason Sod on this team. Sod over to Vandenbush. Vandenbush back to Sod. Sod loses the handle of it. Picked up here by the Honey Badgers. Got assistant captain Hinton Purnell. Getting slashed down. No call. Ball picked up here by Torrin Budgel. Got Budgel, Ryder Jennings, and Lucas Lorenz here on this power play. Nice save there by Fuss on Cohen Fisher. Fisher right on the front step there. It's a good look on Fuss, but Fuss up to the task. 13 minutes remaining here in the first period. 1-0 lead. Strathmore Venom over the Peace Country Honey Badgers. But Kay Stranahan on the far side flips it up over to Joshua Gala. Gala back trying to find Stranahan again, missed. Up floor now we have Brennan Fischler. Not sure if that L is supposed to be there. We're going to call it as the roster sheet says, but Brennan Fischler moving up for the Honey Badgers. Torrin Budgel all alone right now by himself in on Fuss. Fuss with an amazing save, sliding it to the left. Able to scoop that up with the stick. He's going to call it. I'm going to call it back in on Venom. It's going to be a Honey Badgers ball in the corner. Spencer Shipway. Shipway up to Lorenz. Lorenz down to Fisher. That Lorenz to Fisher connection seems to be something that Peace Country is looking for on their offense. That's a huge hit from behind, and we hope he's okay. As we got a brawl here now. And I don't know who is down. That looks like he's back up right away. That's good. But yeah, that was as textbook in the numbers from behind as you can get, and that's the type of play you don't want to see in lacrosse. There's number 53 there on the floor for the Honey Badgers. Fortunately, we do not have, or 93, sorry. 93, that is Cohen Fisher. Getting hit from behind there pretty hard. We'll see what the refs call. 5 minutes hitting from behind is what it's going to be. So we have a major penalty here taken by the Venoms. We get to see this Peace Country Honey Badgers power play for 5 minutes. Mind you, this is lacrosse. The person in the box has to stay in the box for the full 5 minutes. But if the Honey Badgers score 2 goals, we'll go back to 5-on-5. Looking worse for wear. Cohen Fisher dips in doing, putting the ball on net, but Fuss up to the task. The Honey Badgers ball on the push. Fuss has played extremely well so far. Cohen Fisher getting the pass over from Lorenz, basically on a 1-tee. Got Torrin Budgel with it. Slowing it down. Coach asking for some picks. There you go. That's the first goal. Torrin Budgel over to Austin Winia or Winya. Either way, that is the first goal in Peace Country Honey Badgers history. Somebody get that ball. And we still have 4 minutes and 28 seconds left on the power play. They did, in fact, get that ball. Some confusion here by the bench. Face-off guy wanting to grab his face-off stick. Couldn't find it. So we have somebody else taking the draw right now. At 27, that is Caden Rabb. Wins the draw for the Honey Badgers. They have control here on the power play. That was quite the pop. It might be the loudest pop I've seen all weekend. The Honey Badgers scoring that first goal there. That bench was loud. There we go. That's the second one. Cohen Fisher makes them pay for hitting him from behind. That puts the Honey Badgers up 2-1 over the Venom. And just like as I mentioned before earlier in lacrosse, this will mean that we are 5-on-5. But the Venom player must stay in the box for the full 409. So they will be without Nathan LaBraca for the next 4 minutes and 9 seconds, but it should be 5-on-5 as it is. So Peace Country Honey Badgers, 11-13 left in the first, have a 2-1 lead in their inaugural game. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of rumblings around the rink and around the arena this weekend about how this Honey Badger team is going to compete. A lot of people excited to see what they're going to bring to the table. And so far, who can argue? Tyron Budgell takes some pain there. Won the draw, though, to his teammate. Cohen Fisher walks in all alone, hits the bar. Somebody needs to mark him. He is wide open a lot here for this Honey Badger team, and that is going to be a problem for the Venom. Cohen Fisher, one of the better players, if not the best player in that organization. Tyron Budgell, 20 seconds left on the shot clock here. In the core with Winia. A lot of the play has been on this left side of the floor. Honey Badgers probably definitely playing than most people would have predicted coming to this game. But that's why we play the game, so we don't just talk about them. That will be a 30-second, though, on the Honey Badgers, as the Venom will get the ball out here. Ball moved up to Nolan Maitre. Maitre stops up. Passes it down to Caden Waters, I believe that is, number 63. Vandenbush makes a swim move up top. Gets double teamed as he tries to get into the box, though. And the Honey Badgers will grab the ball and kind of toss it away up court. And that would be a turn. Oh, that's picked up by number 9, Gavin Adams. Spin move, gets dumped down to the floor, picks the ball up. Another big contact there. Case Stranahan, bigger guy, was able to take that, absorb that hit. He gets off to the bench just fine. Have a penalty here upcoming to number 87. That is Brennan Fischler for the Venom. 2 minutes cross-checking. That will give the Honey Badgers a 5-on-4 power play with 9:29 left in the first. That will be our water break for the first period. So once again, thank you guys all for tuning in, watching NetFront Sports on the YouTube airwaves. It is definitely 2-1 Honey Badgers. For some reason, I thought our stream said 1-1. 2-1 Honey Badgers here in their first inaugural game. Their logo looks more like a Wolverine than a Honey Badger. But they have the nice white threads here moving right to left on your YouTube thing. YouTube screen, YouTube thing. And then you have the Strathmore Venom with the black bodies and red shoulders moving left to right. Coach Tim Fisher giving his Honey Badger team some instructions on how to handle this power play coming out of the water break. They're already scored 2 on the power play on a major that is still existing, 224, but is not actively seen on the floor. So 2 for 2 on the power play for the Honey Badgers. Can they make it 3 for 3? Cohen Fisher has been left pretty open for this Honey Badger team. Is somebody they want to get the ball to and somebody that has been open to receive said ball. Don't believe he's not on the floor right now. This looks like their second unit for the Honey Badgers. A lot of backdoor plays. It's going to be a Honey Badger ball here in the corner. Play in. Adams. Adams with the ball again. It goes to lefty crease. We have Kai Stranahan. Got 10 seconds left on the clock here. Number 89, Kai Stranahan makes it 3 for 3 for the Honey Badgers on this power play. And we haven't really seen how they do 5-on-5, but this Honey Badger power play, you keep giving it to them. They're going to keep putting it in the net. That's a 3-1 lead for them. All the goals coming on the power play. 8:42 left in the first frame here in our final game of the day. We have another game at 7:30 on the other floor. I don't know who's playing. I believe it's a Lakeland Heat and somebody else. I don't have the schedule in front of me. Definitely Lakeland Heat. I know that for sure. I don't know who their opponent is, but we have a draw here. Ball is going to be scrambled for and won by number 4 for the Honey Badgers. That is Cohen McNee. Going all the way to bad transition play by the Venom. Like, I don't know what else to call it. That was horrible transition play by the Venom. Torrin Budgel ended up being on a breakaway from basically the red line. I'm not able to see the Venom bench. I don't know if there's confusion going on there, but even now they just don't have the personnel they want on the floor. They're getting out late. Something they're going to want to solve. Just miscommunication by this Venom squad. Vandenbush with the ball now. Up top with Judah Nation. Vandenbush puts an elbow into the Honey Badger player, stiff arms him. Vandenbush still with the ball, taking a beating. Gonna have an elbow call, and we're gonna have ball given to the Venom. 15 seconds left on. There is no Badger power play. They need to take it off the scoreboard. They're baiting me. I apologize. Nice swim move there by Caden Waters. Swim move into the jumping shot over the shoulders of Connor Chenard. And the Venom get some good going for them here. 7:34 left in the first. Cutting that lead from the Honey Badgers down to 1. I think if you're watching this game, Honey Badgers power play has been 3 for 3. So if you're the Venom, just stay out of the box. Every single goal for the Honey Badgers has come off that power play. Special teams is important. It is easier to score 5-on-4 than it is to score 5-on-5. Just being honest. Connor Haggerty moves it down low to, that was Spencer Shipway trying to cut across right to left there across the netminder. Jackson Watton in the corner now with the ball. Moves it to Vandenbush. Vandenbush over to Sevcik. Sevcik moves it into the crease spot. Saved there by Chenard. Ball moving down floor. Turned over by the Honey Badgers. Grabbed by Ty Armstrong. Our first time hearing his name on the broadcast. Gets the ball onto the Honey Badgers side of the floor and gets his offense on the floor. Evan Sod over to Nation. Nation cuts across right to left, shoots it, rips it on net, tries to go 5-hole on Chenard. Chenard saves it. Nation in there, shoving around. Like I said, he likes to get the body down, not afraid to take a penalty and try to get a ball. Ball cleared down. Nobody home for the Honey Badgers. So that'll be a turnover as Vandenbush comes on the far side here for the Venom. Slows up, waits for his offense to get on the floor. Catches the Honey Badgers sleeping though. Vandenbush passes to Sevcik. Sevcik tries to go right to left on the goalie, Chenard, but Chenard up to the task and saved it. Honey Badger ball passed all the way down floor. That's okay. There's no Venom turned around looking at it. So Cohen Fisher grabs it pretty much uncontested because he's the only one looking at the ball. Tries to center it for Shipway and doesn't connect. Lorenz has it behind the net. Looking for somebody to pass to up front. He has this over to Fisher. Fisher shoots, misses. Ball grabbed by the Honey Badgers by the net. 3 seconds left. Tries to dive from behind. Gets the reset at least. Saved by Fuss. By Cohen McNee. Fuss moved it down floor to Sod. Sod up top with Vandenbush. Vandenbush moves it into Sod, misses in the crease. Honey Badgers ball. Gavin Adams. Sorry, that's Christian Taylor with the ball right now. Able to find Adams, the aforementioned Adams, down floor. Foot race for it. Cohen Fisher smacks it over to his teammate. Another foot race. That's going to be a Honey Badger ball. 10 seconds left. We don't have time to sit up here. 4.5 minutes left in the first. Takes a check to the head. Tyson Budgel. McNee with the ball. Tries to float it into Budgel. Doesn't quite find the target he was looking for. We do have a penalty on the play. Finally, by the way. Finally, the player for the Venom was released from the box off that 5-minute major. Missed the call. But we have Beckham Van Tol in the box here for the Venom, putting the Peace Country Honey Badgers back on the power play. Mind you, this power play 3 for 3 so far. Been perfect. Led by Cohen Fisher, who has it up top. Passes the Budgel back to Fisher. They want the ball in Fisher's hands as much as possible. Fisher tries over to Vania. Misses. Budgel, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Budgel tries to get a steal for Fisher. Fisher shoots. That one I thought was off the goalie. They're going to say no. They're going to say Venom ball. Taking it up floor now is Logan Lewitt, number 69. Take the number. It's hilarious. Moves to Jake Sevcik over to Juden Nation. Nation back down to Sevcik. Working a 2-on-3 here in the corner. Good sticks there by the Honey Badgers. They get the ball. Cade Budgel moving it up in transition. Moves it over to, that's Hinton Purnell. Had a pretty wide open look on net there. Just couldn't capitalize. Remember, this Honey Badgers team is on the power play for 51 more seconds. This is Vandenbush. 1-on-5 here. Makes a couple Honey Badgers miss. Takes it behind the net. Loses the handle, though. Now the Honey Badgers in transition. Looking for options. Able to find one. Not able to get the shot off. That was Liam McCurt. There's Kai Stranahan. Stranahan here fighting for the ball. Venom were able to get it into Honey Badgers territory. 13 seconds left on the power play. Yeah, Lorenz. Lorenz, big left-handed shot down to Budgel. Budgel from up top, righty. Moves it to Lorenz, and he loses the handle and kind of flings it up into the stands. Nice cut, though. That's the type of play you want out of him. Honey Badgers, perfect power play in franchise history. It's no longer as they fall that one. They're now 3 for 4 on the power play in this game. 2 minutes left in the first frame. 3-2 Honey Badgers in their inaugural game here in Tier 2 lacrosse. Vandenbush. Picked up here by Budgel. Budgel with Cade Budgel with Torn Budgel. Big shot on that, but Fuss is up to the task. Saves that. Caught in his leg gear there for a second. We have Dade Schnick gets it into Honey Badgers territory as the Venom offense comes up on the floor. Evan Saad. Saad up front, shoots, misses just wide. Nation gets the rebound, winds up, shoots, fires, right toe save there by Chenard. Last minute of play here in the first period. Big push there from Judah Nation. Is able to get actually push the ball out of play off a Honey Badger stick. So that'd be Venom ball. 52 seconds left. Vandenbush. Over to Waters. Waters. Over to Nation. Nation. Dancing around, looking for it. Passes down to the right crease spot. Off the rebound, though, is Nolan Maitre. Definitely not planned, but they all count the same. That's going to be 3-3. Venom and Honey Badgers. It's going to be 3-3 here with 31 seconds left to play in the first period. So after the Honey Badgers go 3-3 on the power play and take a 3-1 lead, the Venom do fight back here a bit. As expected, this Venom team, though they went 6-10 last season, they're looking to improve on that. And definitely more experienced, just across the board, than a team who obviously hasn't played a Tier 2 game yet. Now, like State, I know that there's people on this Honey Badgers roster that have played Tier 2 lacrosse in other places or Tier 1 lacrosse. It's just something different about bringing an entire team to a new season than people that have played together in the past. Vandenbush, 20 seconds left. Vandenbush takes it behind the net, gets shoved. Looking for some help. Vandenbush still with the ball. Can't be denied. Dives across, saved by Chenard. Chaos in the crease right now. 5 seconds left in the first. Swim move. Looks for Budgel. I don't believe there's any time left. Takes a shot. Save there by Fuss. And that will wrap it up for your first period here between the Strathmore Venom and the Peace Country Honey Badgers. Once again, thank you for joining me, myself, Eric Cross, on the network. If you like the content, please like it. If you really like it, please subscribe. Turn on that notification bell to see when we go live with every broadcast. And join as a member if you want to support the program. We will see you in 10 minutes' time for the second period. We do have a little bit of an unreliable connection. Disconnects a little bit. We try to get it back on as fast as possible. But yes, we're second period action between the Strathmore Venom and the GP Honey Badgers. I was told that I could shorten that down to make it a little bit easier on my mouth. So we've got the GP Honey Badgers and Austin. Sorry about that. Had to pull up a roster sheet. GP Honey Badgers in the offensive zone there with Cohen McNee. McNee with the ball left-hand side, far side on this camera. Badgers in the whites going left to right here in the second period. Swim move. Venom in the black and the red going right to left here. Across your screens here in the second as we have flipped sides. Evan Lehman stumbling and bumbling down Broad Street there, ends up going the other way to the Honey Badgers. Caden Rab bringing it in on the far side. Comes off the floor. Torn Budgel. Key part of this offense. Big right hand that plays from the top. Moves it over to Ryder Jennings. Jennings. Over to Budgel. Budgel gets a couple steals from his teammates. Big shot, toe save by Joseph Fuss. Lorenz to Budgel, hidden ball trick. Lorenz still has it. Didn't fool me. It looks like he fooled some Venom though. Big save by Fuss. Ball moved up from the Venom. Up with Jackson Watton. Throws it on net accidentally. Was looking for Nolan Maitre on that cut. Sticks in a lane by the Venom as the Honey Badgers move it up bench side here. Christian Taylor spins off his defender. Slows up, waiting for his offense to get on board. Little duck pass over to Joshua Gala. Gala goes in, scooped up by Kai Stranahan. 2 saves there by Fuss. Fuss has played very well for this Venom squad. Again, GP has only scored on the power play. You can't really blame Fuss for those goals. Speaking of said power play, Judah Nation going to the penalty box for the Venom. Puts this GP Honey Badgers power play that is cooking at 75% this game. On it, 17:35 left in the second. Only a few minutes in. Gavin Adams taking the ball up from the top. Gets it down to Caden Rab. I believe this would be the Honey Badgers' second unit on the power play. Cut pass into Spencer Shipway, who sends it sailing over the net. Adams. Adams into Haggerty. Haggerty behind the net with Stranahan. Stranahan gets it. Haggerty picks it up. Shot clock misses. A 30-second violation for the Honey Badgers, and the Venom will take the ball blown in. Beckham Van Tol moves it over to Vanderbush, who had a man on him, wasn't ready, came from behind. As it looks like the Venom are going to choose to pass the ball around here and burn 30. Vandenbush running away from Badgers defense players. Dips it down. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Sod throws it in, hoping to just get a reset. The ball goes up in the air. It'll be Honey Badgers' ball. 57 seconds left on their power play. Right, they're actually going to get the ball to the Venom. Caden Waters takes it in the corner. Gets pressed up by Brady Harris. Honey Badgers fighting for the ball. 3-on-0. Misses the net. Cade Budgel. 3-on-0, misses the net, no passes, not ideal. Venom moved the ball up floor quickly. You have Jackson Watton. Watton getting pressed by 2 Honey Badgers defenders, gets around them, almost gets a free cut, almost gets a free walk onto net. Spin move. Ball out of his hands, covered by Winia. Winia moves up to Cohen Fisher. Fisher looks for a streaking Ryder Jennings. Jennings not able to. Unfortunately, missed the net there. Lost an opportunity. Recovers the ball though. Takes a cross check to the head. Gets up. He's good to go. Doesn't even complain about no call. We got Cade Budgel with the ball. Almost gives it up, but gets it over to Shipway. Shipway down low. Down low over to Gala. Shot saved there by Joseph Fuss. Been up to the task when it comes to Grand Prairie's attack. Gonna call that a goal as we get the curse of the announcer. Saves out the task and lets in an unfortunate short side goal. As that is Joshua Gala with the short side snipe there on the Venom goaltender, giving the GP Honey Badgers a 4-3 lead. And now they've proved that they can score 5-on-5 as well. Budgel and Sod back in the dot. Budgel pulling for GP. Sod pulling for Strathmore. Nice spin move to get the ball there and scores. Cohen Fisher takes the ball from Gavin Adams, picks it up off the face-off. Looks like Venom had control, but they were not able to get full control. And Cohen Fisher goes in, jumps up and over the Venom goaltender, and gives the Badgers a 5-3 lead. This Badgers offense proven to be an issue for the Venom to handle. GP Honey Badgers, not many people had them. No, not many good words were said about them kind of around the rink today and everything like that. They're definitely proving people wrong. And that's why we play the game. This is their first time on the floor, and they're proving that they can win they can potentially win games here in this Tier 2 division. Big hack. There, no call. Literally an edge spear by Hinton Purnell. Get that man on WWE, because that was some Braun Breaker and I Show Speed type of spear. Lorenz in the corner, fighting with Gala. Scramble. Lorenz able to pick it up. This is not the Gala, just out his outstretched arms. Gala swim move, trying to get it in front. We are back. Once again, I apologize for the disconnections that we are receiving this evening. At least they're quick and easily fixable. We have Torin Budgel. We didn't miss anything in the 30 seconds we were disconnected. Grand Prairie has been in the Venom zone for basically the whole time, though. It was Torin Budgel, my apologies. What a goal, by the way. Torin Budgel comes from behind the net, overhand over the back of the net, and tucks it in on Fuss. I will say these are new type of rules this season in Tier 2 and Tier 1 lacrosse. You aren't able to dive and tuck from behind the net. We've seen it used quite a bit this weekend already, especially a Remchuk from the Renegades scored about 3 or 4 goals this year, diving behind the net. Ball here won by the Badgers. Ball given to the Venom, however, off the push from behind. Van Den Bush, sorry, no, there's no R in there. Moves it over to Judah Nation. Nation down to his teammate Jake Sepsic. Sepsic turns the ball over, tries to get it back. Underhand pass up to Liam, up to Kay Stranahan. Is 6'3" Badgers in this one. Save made by Connor Chenard, who has also played extremely well. I've been giving all the flowers to Fuss, but Chenard has turned aside most of his Venom attack here in the first half of this game. 11 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second period. The Venom ball. Sod moves it down. Vandenbush fights off a couple checks, spins, crease up top. No can't do as Connor Chenard turns that away. A full 30-second reset though for the Venom. Nation with Godin up top. Nation not getting any seals or help or picks. He's looking for Vandenbush. Vandenbush to Nation. Nation shoots it. Gonna be over and back from the Venom. The GP Honey Badger ball with Cade Budgel. Looking for McNee there on the cross. McNee calling for it, going, yeah. Venom player in the middle there, being able to pick that off. Refs so far have, for the most part, let them play here in the second frame. Another hit from behind. Helmet off the boards, but he seems to be fine. Lorenz slowing it down here. Nice orange stick. Passes it off to Cohen Fisher. Fisher's been a bit quiet since the beginning of that first period, where he was the entire Honey Badgers offense in that first half. Adams with the shot on net. Fuss turns it aside with the toe. Lorenz over to Budgel. Budgel behind the net, trying to retrieve that ball. He's not going to get it as the Venom move up floor with Beckham Van Tol moving on the far side, letting his offense come. He will probably run towards us, pass it off to the offense, and get off. Vandenbush over to Caden Waters. Waters has been a fixture on this Venom offense so far this game. Not every possession, but I'd say at least half. He's over there on that left-hand side for the Venom. Save there by Chenard as Chenard moves it up floor. Dumps it off to Cohen Fisher. Fisher, nice pass, nice seam pass. Way to even see that. Number 23, that is Haggerty, going for the dive play behind the net. Lots of room behind these nets here in Sylvan Lake. I know in some RMLL floors, it's not always unison. There's some floors that don't have much room behind the net. Lots of room behind the net here to make some plays, make some dives. Adams. Jennings turned aside by Fuss. Fuss playing good here in this second half. Stranahan going behind the net, looking for somebody out front, finds Adams. Adams shoots after the whistle, kind of late there. It's going to be Venom ball after the push on the screen. Should be in a water break here. It's 8:30 left in the second. No water break yet. I assume that no ref has looked at the clock. We're going to have Judah Nation grabbing the ball in the corner. Nation getting a steal from his teammate. Looking for pick and roll, not there. Moves it back to Vandenbush. Vandenbush over to Sod. Sod looking for space. Small guy getting shoved around, staying up on his feet though. Vandenbush going up Main Street, running people over on his way there. Saved there by Chenard as he turns that ball aside. Again, once again, he's played extremely well in this period, specifically for GP. Has held the Venom to no goals yet so far in this third period. 7:50 left Budgel. Big right hand shot, looking for a floating pass. 1T over there, back door, not there. Fisher behind the net finds Lorenz. Lorenz misses. As the Venom are up the floor, Budgel tried his best to tackle him, wrap tackle him, did not work. Matry swings it over to Waters. Big right hand. Overhand right onto Chenard. No, nothing doing. There's a Venom player down in the crease. And we're going to get a penalty here from Caden Rabb. And we're going to get a water break finally. Two minutes slash there on Caden Rabb. As we now move. 7-11 left in the second period. Venom are going to go on the power play here. Trying to get back in this game. The Honey Badgers were leading 6-3. Good showing here by GP so far. Important part of being a team is figuring out how to close these games off. 3-goal lead, 27 minutes left here on the second half of this game. How do we keep that 3-goal lead? How do we expand it? That's the discussions they're having on the bench right now as they go back to their own zone as a team, ready to play on this PK. Again, thank you for watching NetFront Sports in the Tier 2 crossover weekend live from Sylvan Lake. Lots of games tomorrow here in Sylvan Lake. If you're in the province and around, come on down to Next Source Center. Tickets are free. You just walk in, watch some good lacrosse. Come say hi to the NetFront guys. We have Keenan Canada on the other floor calling games. Vandenbush on top here for this Venom power play. They need to get going. Nation to Vandenbush. I will say one thing is Vandenbush comes to seal over for Nation. That's what I like to see. Save there made by Chenard though. Like to see more motion of this Venom power play. Let's set some seals. Let's get some our best shooters some clean shots. That's going to be GP ball going up floor now. 6.5 minutes left in the second period. Brady Harris gets tripped at the last second and hurts himself. I hope he's okay. Both him and Judah Nation kind of collide. Brady Harris limping off the floor. Seems to be fine, just a stinger maybe. We'll keep an eye on him. I'm sure he'll be back. Braden Godin, haven't seen him on the floor a bit there for this offense on the power play. Godin over to Matry. It looks like the second unit here for the Venom, if I had to guess. Vandenbush into the back. Up front to Godin. Judah Nation takes a shot. I'm just going to say his full name every time because it's awesome. Nation takes a shot on net. Chenard turns to the side. Fortunately, the Honey Badgers throw the ball away, and we're going to have a fresh 30 here for the Venom as they look to score on this power play. 30 seconds in that power play. 2-second differential between shot clock and penalty clock. Penalty will expire before the shot clock goes off. Apologies, other way around now. So that shot clock will expire before the penalty ends. Nation gets a seal from his teammate. Fires low to high. Gets soaked there. Soaked by Winnea. Winnea goes in by himself, all alone. Makes a defender miss. Goes up high. Fuss saves it. They've tried that up high shot a couple times on Fuss. He's starting to turn to the side. He did let in a few earlier in the game. Maybe that's something they're looking for there on the GP bench. Waters. Swim move. Spin move. Right out front. Falls down. Tries to get a shot. Trying to do everything himself. On a power play. I don't know if that's the best decision. And there's now even strength though. Nice transition play from the Honey Badgers. But Fuss is up to the challenge. Turns aside the Cohen Fisher right-handed shot right in front of the net. Fisher back to Budgel. Budgel gets a steal from Fisher. Swims around his defender. Swims around him again. And then steps in the crease. Gets kind of pushed in the crease. Not really his fault. 4.5 left here in the second period. Last game of the day here at Rink 1. We do have 7:30 game just started on Rink 2. Keenan Canada has the call here on the network. Venom looking for some cuts offensively. Ball retrieved by Purnell for the Honey Badgers. Picked up by Taylor. Taylor in the corner, fighting off of Vandenbush onslaught. Gets behind the net, moves it up front to Cade Budgel. Cade up the floor. Gets a pick from a teammate, finds a wide open Gala, saved there by Fuss. Some pushing and shoving in front of the crease. Bounce pass over to Logan Lewitt. Ball is recovered by Lorenz. Lorenz waiting for help. Finds Stranahan. Finds Winia. Winia shoots it, but Fuss turns to the side. Adams. Fans here yelling at the scorekeepers to start the clock. I'm not exactly sure how much time we went by without the clock running. That's okay, a little bit extra lacrosse, never hurt nobody. Torn, Budgel goes all the way into the net, and Fuss is mad. Fuss is throwing punches, and here we go. Now we got a brawl in front of in the Venom crease. We got Winia throwing punches. We got a full-on brawl here. Fuss took exception to that. Did not like that guy coming in the crease. Winia has Lewitt, it looks like, in a hog tie right now. And we're gonna have to sort this out now. Didn't seem like there was anything purposeful on the play. Seemed like he kind of got pushed into the goaltender. We're gonna have to sort this out. We're gonna toss people out for throwing a punch here and there. We're unsure. While we sort this out, 4 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the second frame. GP Honey Badgers holding a 6-3 lead. They've outscored the Venom 3-0 here in the second period. It's been all Honey Badgers all day. And I'll try to get everything on the board here. Both captains over there leaning on each other. Fuss looks okay. That's important. He got crashed into. Fuss looks okay. Just took some exception. We got to protect your goalie. I'm never gonna judge a team like the Venom or any other team in any sport. I'm never gonna judge them for protecting their goalie. So we have Winia on the bench here for the GP with a paper towel up to his nose. Took some punches. Might have a little bloody nose there. We got Vandenbush and Kai Stranahan, the two captains here in this game, up front, figuring out what the refs want to do here. It's been a good game. Let's not kick anybody out. It's been a good close game, good tight game. It's GP's first game in T2. We don't need to throw anybody out. Obviously, I don't know the rule book like the back of my hand. I'm not sure if throwing a punch is an automatic ejection. There were punches thrown in that brawl. Refs were over there with a notepad, writing everything down. Looks like it's going to be a few people here. Wouldn't surprise me if we see some 10s, some 2s and 10s. I wouldn't mind seeing some 10s, but let's not kick anybody out of that game. Refs seems to be reporting his findings to the captains. Once again, thank you guys for joining the NetFront Sports Network. We got lacrosse all weekend long here from the Tier 2 crossover event in Sylvan Lake. Come on down. Come say hi. Some good lacrosse. We got lacrosse all day tomorrow from 9:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night. So if you're leaving the lake, went camping this weekend, you get home, so come on down, catch a game or two of lacrosse here in Sylvan Lake at the Next Source Center. I believe it's just the standard recreation center here in Sylvan Lake. A beautiful facility. We have two beautiful floors here for lacrosse. I'm going to stand up and try to get this call. 81, 99, 15, and 77 for whites in the box. Sorry, 9. 9, 89, 15, and 77 in the box for GP.
89 was not on the floor. 89 was not on the floor. 89 came over the top. Hey.
Trying to get the other half here. I'm assuming the Venom are going to have, what, 3 or 4 people in the box, too. They're throwing 89 in. He's saying he was on the floor.
Okay, 9's already in the box, but yeah, he's already in the box.
Lorenz was on the floor.
Okay, that just helped me out. I had 4 of your guys, so. I can take your name.
They're going to throw 91 in there. I'm not going to take 89.
69, 75, 87 assists for goalie.
69, 75. 62. So we're trying to get all this sorted out here. 69, 62, and 86 are going to the box. One of these guys is serving for the goalie. 65 is also going to the box. We have 65, 86 now leaving the box.
What's the next one, Tim? Timmy, what's the next one?
69 in the box. We have 3 Venom in the box, 4 GP players in the box. One of the Venom players is serving for the goalie who got a penalty.
One of us will stay back there. I'll stay back there. Never mind, 2 of us will come over here. 2 and 2.
So I think after all of this shenanigans, we're going to have a 5-on-4 power play for the Venom. That would make the most sense considering there's 4 GP members in the box and 3 Venom in the box. Now I'm not sure if these are 10 minutes. These might be 10-minute penalties for punching. That was not relayed. He just grabbed dudes, put them in a box, and they're sorting it out over there. Judging by the chatter I hear on the GP bench, it sounds like it's going to be 10-minute penalties. Sorry for the long delay here. Trying to get everything sorted out after, half a line brawl. We had goalies throwing punches. It's a crazy way to end the day here in Sylvan Lake. They're still figuring it out. People are arguing. Venom players are telling GP players to sit down so we can get the game going. We have 4 GP members in the box. Coach doesn't seem to be too stressed about what's going on over there. We have 15, 77, 9. And 91, I believe, in the box for GP. 62, 69, and 86 in the box That's Logan Lewitt, Logan McKay, and Chase Bish. So, oddly enough, 3 people that I have not basically said all game are in the box for the Venom. Now, the Venom did kind of get to choose who they put in the box, so that makes sense. There was 2 people taken off, and then they got to pick whoever they wanted to send to the box for the goalie. But it's been about 5-7 minutes now. We have not started play. Finally, everybody on the GP side of the penalty box is sitting down. We are going to have, I believe, a 2-minute power play for the Venom. Or GP. Venom only sending out 4. GP has 5. Evan Lehman, 75, is being called to the penalty box. Okay, now they're sending Chase Bish over. I thought he was already in there. 75, Evan Lehman, coach is saying, went somewhere, might be injured. Didn't really give a definitive response. We are now sending number 93 over, Fisher, to the penalty box. Send just over a water bottle. Imagine they don't have 4 water bottles in the box for all these players. Still seems like we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. I don't think that brawl was that bad that it deserves us to have 10 minutes of figuring out what's going on. My opinion. I'm just a guy who has opinions and talks too much. But with so many people in the box for GP, we might see some players we haven't seen on the floor too much. You know, haven't seen. He's standing in front of me here, Colton Mayer, number 13. Haven't seen him on the floor very much this game. You know, Brady Harris. He was kind of injured earlier. Looks like he's good to go. Christopher Campbell, number 19, hasn't seen much play. These are the type of guys in front of me that are gonna get to see some action because got a small bench. There's 7 dudes on the bench for GP because they got 4 guys in the box and 5 people on the floor. So it looks like a 5-minute penalty is being awarded to the Venom, giving Grand Prairie their 2nd major penalty power play of the game. Now, the last major power play they had, they scored 2 goals in quick succession. There was like 4:10 left in the major. Once again, if you're new to lacrosse, 5-minute majors, you're not in the power play for the whole 5 minutes. It's either 5 minutes or you score 2 goals on a power play, whichever comes first. Got Lorenz here coming over talking to some teammates. But the players kind of just BSing now because the refs are taking forever to figure out what's going on. We got a ref coming over here talking to the coach. You got 2 refs talking to coaches on the Strathmore side. And then you got trying to figure out what's going on. Can't lip read. Not speaking loud enough for me to hear. The Venom coach basically all that said, let's get this thing going. Looks like we have the ref in chief or whatever. They got the one that's in the penalty box overseeing everything. He came over and is handing out power plays or handing penalties himself and giving an explanation. I believe I see 3 refs on the floor, and he's the 4th one that came over. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I don't know. Refs are laughing. Coaches laughing. 5-minute power play. I don't see why GP would complain. 5-minute power play. That is number 75, Evan Lehman, serving it for the Venom. As it looks like, finally, 4:08 here left in the second, 6-3 ball game. GP with the lead and the opportunity to put a couple more goals on the board here. We finally get play underway. Fisher up top, 5-on-4 power play here for GP. Thank you to all the GP supporters in the chat. Happy to see you here. Happy to have you in the league. Hope to be broadcasting many more of your games in the future. Kai Stranahan goes to the corner. Fisher up top, right-handed. Lorenz and Fisher come over and seal for Jennings. Jennings, right-hand shot up top. Over to Fisher. Fisher swims in, shoots short side on Fuss. Fuss turns that away. 5 seconds left on the shot clock, so that ball's soaked there. Late shot on net. Ball is soaked by Jackson Watton. Took a pretty good ball to leg there. Kind of hobbling off. Looks no worse for wear. Should see him back on in the next rotation. Live, he's on the floor right now. They have Budgel. This one's Cade Budgel. I believe Torrin Budgel's in the box right now. Part of that scuffle. Budgel to Shipway. Push white, black ball. What the ref's saying. 3:24 left in this man advantage. Bounce there by Nathan LaBraca. LaBraca goes back to Vandenbush. Too far out of his reach though, and it'll be a GP ball here in the Venom end. Cade Budgel. A couple guys here on offense you didn't see before because those offense players are in the box right now. Fisher still on the floor though for the GP. Low to high shot there by Purnell. Turned aside by Fuss. Fisher. Battling for a loose ball. Against two Venom. Ball given to White. Fisher picks it up. Play blown in. Looks for Purnell. Purnell shoots it wide. Haggerty comes off the floor. Sends on Stranahan. Stranahan. Big right-hand shot. Playing up top right now. Venom ball. We have Beckham Van Tol running the floor with Nation. Nation swings, gets the ball on. We'd like to see Nation, expect the Nation to have a little bit better, I would say better game, it's kind of rude, but a little bit more of an impact here offensively. But the Venom really haven't been able to establish 5-on-5 pressure long enough and get it around the horn to give him an ability to find open shots, and they haven't made him shots by sealing off players. Got soccer going on here. Nice save by Fuss off of Stranahan, off of the Ryder Jennings, sorry. It was Stranahan that was trying to kick the ball into the zone. Ball moved down to McNee. McNee still has it. Moves it up top to Lorenz. Lorenz to Fisher. Venom ball. Minute and a half to go in the man advantage. 35 seconds to go in the second period. Again, this period has been all GP as they have 3 unanswered goals here. The Venom being shut out so far in this second period. Brennan Fischler. Who's at the Nation? Sorry, that is Jake Sebsik. Vandenbush with 15 seconds on the clock. There's a Godin. Godin took a high hit to the head and then gets shoved from behind. Hope he's okay. Ball given to the Venom. He's a little bit shaken up. I wouldn't be surprised if he's winded. He got hit up high from the front and then drilled in the back as he will wander off. Hope he's okay. That's Braden Godin there for the Venom walking off. Able to walk off under his own power. Vandenbush, 2 seconds, 1 second, shoots. Not able to finish. So half the team comes out of the penalty box as we have 4 members from GP and 4 members from the Venom stepping out of the penalty box. As we have a 6-3 lead for GP going into the third period. So in 10 minutes time, we'll have third period action as we end the day off here in Sylvan Lake. Here on the NetFront Sports Network, my name is Eric Krause, and we will see you in 10 minutes. We are back with third period action here between the GP Honey Badgers and Strathmore Venom. And getting it sorted out. There's 8 dudes in the box right now. I believe they all got 10-minute penalties. Long day here in Sylvan Lake. Got another game going on. Just started the second period there. I saw between the Lakeland Heat and the Calgary Wranglers. It was 3-1 Lakeland when I was over there checking out the other floor here between periods. Like I said, lots of lacrosse if you want to come down here to Sylvan Lake on Sunday. You have 2 games going on simultaneously most of the day. Earliest game starts at 9:30, latest game starts at 7:30, so 12 hours of lacrosse. This game's already been going on for an hour and 50 minutes. It is usually over by now, but we're just starting the third after that long brawl break. I would guess we took about 10-15 minutes there figuring that out. And we're still figuring things out. Why couldn't we get this figured out during the intermission? Anyways, 53 seconds left to the penalty. To Evan Lehman being served by somebody else. I don't know. There's 4 dudes in the box. So Honey Badgers on the power play for 53 seconds here to start the third. Power play's been white hot, like 3 for 5 so far. And as we still aren't starting this game. The ref's coming over talking to coaches now. I'm not one to judge, but this is getting on. It's getting borderline ridiculous. We sorted this all out a long time ago, and now we have to sort it out again. This game started at 6:40. It's now 8:20. We're going to definitely be over 2 hours of action by the time this game is over. Coach is laughing. Ref's laughing. Ball's finally going down to center. We're going to be underway here for the last period of the day from the Sylvan Lake Recreation Center. Next Source Center, I believe is what it's called. GP moving fast into the zone. Fisher with a big right hand, saved by Fuss. Both goalies have played good in this game. 6-3 game. Pretty low scoring for lacrosse. Up the floor comes Vanderbush. Vanderbush goes behind the net, shakes off a defender. Gets pushed into the crease. Smart play there by the GP defenders. Don't even worry about the ball. Nothing. Push him in the crease. If you push him in the crease, everything, it's done. You're gonna get penalty to GP there. It doesn't make much sense to me considering ball was blown in. He got instantly, like a player on top of him, he got taken down. Now he's in the box apparently. We're going to be 8 seconds of 4-on-4, and then the Venom here are going to get an extended power play as they need to get that power play cooking if they're going to come back in this game. Van Den Bush. Apologize for saying Der instead of Den. Van Den Bush up top here, big right hand. It is now 5-on-4 despite being yelled 5-on-5 from the GP bench. Van Den Bush is joined by Matry up top. Over to Nation. Nation setting some screens. Matry look for a shot on net. That will go right into Chenard's chest. As now we have Spencer Shipway rumbling and tumbling down the floor. That's going to be Venom ball off the push. Waters over to Godin. Godin up top here on the power play. Hard to tell if this is the second unit for the Venom or if there's so many dudes in the box they don't have their whole first unit out. Caden Waters fighting with it. Shoots it on net, misses. So that'll be a 30-second violation. GP ball. Now if you're GP, you just want to bring this baby home. Get your first win. Get in, get out. You don't want this game getting close. You don't want it to be 6-6. You'd rather win this game. Better win this game 6-3 than 8-7. Behind the net. Nobody pressuring him, despite it being a PK. So he'll just take that. He'll take the free 30. Finds Fisher. Fisher gets a good shot on net. Fisher gets a good shot on net there. Gets the reset, but Fuss did save it and corral it. So it'll be a Venom ball. Can't see the corner right now, unfortunately. Looks like we got one person out of the box here. We're putting another one in. Fisher on the box in 2 minutes. 2 minutes for a slash. It's going to be Vanden Bush taking the ball up for the Venom. 5-on-3 for 2 seconds. That's over. 5-on-4. Minute 54 here for the Venom. Ball taken in and out by GP. He realizes that he's not fighting the call. In the corner. Godin. Up to Vanden Bush. Vanden Bush up top. Again, Strathmore not setting any screens or anything. Having to beat the goalie straight up, which Evan Sod didn't do. But you'd probably like to see this Venom team set some more screens and help their big shooters get open. Vanden Bush up top. Big right hand shot. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Shoots, misses. Kai Stranahan taking it on the far side here for GP. Looks for a person crossing. Lorenz gets a good shot on that right on the front door. Got totally stepped in the crease though. Venom ball. Venom moving up the floor. He still has the ball. It's by getting taken out. That is Brennan Fischler. Sod makes a move, beats his man, walks in and scores. Makes it a 6-5 game here for the Venom. GP's lead has now been cut down to 1. That is 6-5 Badgers here with 15:45 left in the game. So GP was on a run in the second. Venom are on the run in the third. Ball is pulled back for GP. Advantage given to Venom. Lacrosse is a momentum-based game. And it seems like right now the momentum is all in favor of the Venom. Nathan LaBroca. GP ball here as Budgel takes it up. That is Cade Budgel. Takes it coast to coast, runs a guy over. Doesn't get a shot off, though. It did lose the ball. Haggerty over to Fisher. Fisher spins around him. Off the post there from Budgel. Nice shot. Off the post and into the netting. It would be the GP ball still with a fresh 30. Moves it over to Stranahan. Stranahan on net. Fuss saves that. Bounce passes it, but turns it over to Fisher, who turns it over back to the Venom. Behind the net. Both teams probably hoping to get a little bit sharper in transition here. Fischler didn't beat the clock, getting over half. It is now Brady Harris for GP. Pissing off to Fisher. If I'm GP, I'm slowing this game down. Get full 30s, get good shots, slow this game down. Fisher, top right, bouncing up and down, looking for an angle. Overhand right, save there by Fuss with the right toe. It's going to be not going to be over back. It's going to be a fresh 30. Jennings over to McNee. McNee looking for help, runs into a wall of a man, and Dade Schnick still has it. McNee up top, 8 seconds left on the shot clock, loses the ball, picks it up off the bounce. McNee, he used the full 30, ran around circles for it, got a shot off though, missed the net, and it'll be Venom ball. Schnick walks in uninterrupted. Pass is picked off by Christopher Campbell. I mentioned him earlier about how there's so many people in the box right now that he might get to see some more action on the floor, and here he is making the most of it. Haggerty down low. Fights through some creases, fights through some checks. Lorenz. Stranahan gets a seal off. 2 seconds left. Spins, shoots. One hand, scores! Spins with a one-handed shot. Puts it by Fuss. Gives the Honey Badgers a 7-5 lead. Restoring that 2-goal advantage. And here is the prison break as we just released 6 dudes from the box. This allows both teams to go full power the rest of this game. Face off here. 12 minutes, 53 seconds left in this game. Vandenbush gets taken down from behind. Seems good. Budgel jumps over him. Not even trying to be disrespectful. It's just his fastest way out of the zone. Cade Budgel takes a shot on net. It's able to recover the ball. Ball's bouncing here. Gets hit pretty good. That's going to be a push on the Venom. No penalty. But that will be GP ball. I wonder if Cade is feeling okay because he immediately comes off the bench. Or comes to the bench. Going to be Venom penalty here. Beckham Van Tol. 2 minutes for tripping. That's Beckham Van Tol. That is a big defensive part to this Venom PK. Putting Grand Prairie back on the power play with 12:21. With a chance to go up by 3. And boy, would they love that. Gavin Adams. Adams passes it over to Haggerty, who missed the net far side. Back on Deed, it goes GP. Shove from behind here by Caden Rabb. Nothing good, but it will be GP ball. Shipway carrying it up. Playing the top of this penalty power play right now. Big left-handed shot. Shipway fumbles it. It's again pressured. Battle won by Brendan Fischler. He's off to the races. And Chase didn't quite have the gas in the tank to get a good look as he fights for it down low. Ball sent down the floor and into the netting by Spencer Shipway. He did not mean to do that. Vandenbush walking in all alone. Nobody really walking up to him. Nobody getting in his way. Just let him walk right in. And you let anybody in lacrosse walk like that uncontested, they're going to be able to score. That's Vandenbush getting a big shorthanded goal here for the Venom, bringing them within one. 11 minutes, 18 seconds left, and 1 minute left on the power play here for Grand Prairie. You don't want this power play to start becoming a net loss for Grand Prairie. Got to keep the ball out shorthanded. Got Ryder Jennings in the dot now, pulling for GP. Opening draw won by Venom, recovered by Honey Badgers. That is Kay Stranahan. Acting like he was going to pass off in transition, then turning on the afterburners, burning his defender. Getting a good look on net. Nothing doing, though. Fisher gets a seal, comes off the right-hand side, shoots. That one goes off of Fuss, I believe. That's a reset 30 if the Honey Badgers can get the ball back. Ball sent out. Bad bounce. Bounce for the Badgers. It's going to be Badgers ball anyways. Austin Wania passes to Budgel. That's Torrin Budgel. Back on the floor after serving his 10 minutes. Budgel passes over to Fisher. Fisher all day, no time. Passes it over to Adams. Adams on the left there in a 1-2 spot. We're now even. Adams throws on net, caught by Fuss in his big stick. And it'll be Venom ball moving up floor. There was some fighting behind the play. And it's going to be a Venom player in the box again. Getting a little bit undisciplined for a team that's trying to come back in a game here. They're calling it a 2-minute shove from behind. That'll be Gavin Adams taking the ball here from the center dot. From the referee here, 10-11 left in the third period. Grand Prairie back on the power play. Adams over to Rab. Back to Adams. Adams up to Haggerty. Haggerty with Shipway sending a seal for him. And they're going to be called on that push. It's going to be Venom ball, excuse me. We have Beckham Van Tol going in the corner, trucking people, just ran him over. Beckham Van Tol, 1-on-3. He's going to sit there and he's going to kill this 30. Fights behind the net. 1-on-4 now. Comes out front, gets a shot off, gets a free reset, and gets the ball back. Beckham Van Tol. Remember when I said he was in a box last time and he was like one of their best penalty killers? Exhibit A. See, as he has killed 50 seconds of this penalty by himself, and he's still in there battling. GP finally gets the ball as Gavin Adams gets up floor with it. Sends it over to Budgel. Torn Budgel gets a screen from Winia. It's going to be over and back. 43 seconds left in the power play. We've got 8 minutes, 53 seconds left in this game. 7-6. GP leads in their inaugural game, their first Tier 2 division game. Caden Waters moves the ball over to Sod. Sod loses it to Ryder Jennings. Jennings on a breakaway all by himself. Glove saved by Fuss as he punches it up into the netting. Jennings. Split save there by Fuss. I think he got a piece of it. They gave him the fresh 30. Budgel. That's Cade Budgel. Cade and Lauren. Torn on the floor right now for the Honey Badgers. Covered by the Venom. You got Jackson Watton taking it into the corner, wide open. Cutting was Jake Sevcik. Not able to connect though. Sevcik up front of Vandenbush. Eyes up his man. Walks in 1v3. Didn't get a reset on that. It's going to be a GP ball. 7:42 left in this game. We are skipping the water break again. Brady Harris over to Haggerty. Haggerty moves in by himself over to Torn Budgel. Budgel walks in Main Street, gets punched, scores, but gets punched and then stepped on by Fuss. As Fuss, we got another brawl here going in the quarter. I think the goalie's being kicked out, honestly. I believe Fuss is being ejected. GP don't care. Honey Badgers don't care as they're up 8-6. But I believe that Kellen McGregor's putting his mask on and he's going to be coming in. I believe Fuss is getting ejected. I'm not sure if he's going to eject it or if he just doesn't want to play anymore. But he is not on the floor. He's not on the bench. He has gone to the back. And we're going to have Kellen McGregor coming in net. Double zeros here for the Venom. (8-6) Grand Prairie leads. Looking to get that big first win here. Now, I believe there was less punches thrown in this one, so it should be taking less people off. But I think that might have been a little bit of Joseph Fuss throwing a fuss because people kept getting in his kitchen. He has been hit a few times this game, and he has taken liberties to it every time. And I believe he was ejected. I mean, I'm sure the refs will come over here and tell us what's going on, but I believe that Fuss was ejected. He is no longer in the game. Kellen McGregor is between the pipes for the Venom right now. Fuss is not even on the bench right now. What? What? Okay. Taking a break here as the refs sort things out. Getting pointing to GP, telling them to put a couple people in the box, pointing to Venom, telling them to put a couple in the box. One's going to the box here for GP. Budgel does not like it, but he is going to walk over there nonetheless. Talking to the Venom coach here. Not able to see what's going on. Before earlier when we had the previous brawl, they kind of told who they came over here and told the numbers and then told them to go across to the penalty box. They're not doing that this time. But once again, we were waiting. Lengthy delay. It's 5-minute penalty for the Venom. That's their third major of this game. And then a 2-minute penalty for Budgel, I believe. I don't even think he was on the floor. That's why he's confused. I don't believe he was on the floor for this play. But yes, they did give Joseph Fuss a 5-minute major. He is gone for the game. I didn't see what happened. It almost looked like a stomp and or punch while on the ground. But he didn't object. He walked right off and left. Torn Budgel is now leaving the penalty box, taking his helmet off. And I'm not sure, but I believe his night might be done. Yes. Yes, he is being sent to the showers. I'm assuming he got 2 and a 10. And Christian Taylor is going to serve that 2-minute penalty for him. So I believe Torn Budgel got a 2 and a 10. His night's over. Joseph Fuss got a 5-minute major. His night's over. All in all, we have 3-minute power play for the Honey Badgers. They look to close out this game. Jennings gets pushed from behind. Logan Lewitt got another penalty to a Venom player. Be checking from behind. That is number 72, Vandenbush. 5-on-3 power play here for, no, 4-on-3 power play here for the Honey Badgers. Count them up. 7 minutes left in this game. 2-goal lead. Fisher. Over to Lorenz, and Lorenz snipes it short side, giving the Honey Badgers a 9-6 lead as they have taken back control of this game and restored the 3-goal lead they had at the beginning of this period. Good shot there by, I believe that was Lorenz. We have Ryder Jennings in the dot here, pulling for GP. Ball given to GP. Jennings. Moves over to Lorenz. Lorenz. Over to Kai Stranahan. Stranahan, he gets pushed from behind. It's going to be a Venom ball. No, it's going to be Honey Badger ball, even though he pointed in this direction. Honey Badgers have, it's 4-on-4 here for the next minute 16. And the Honey Badgers will go on for another 3-minute power play as he accidentally steps in the crease, running behind the net. And Venom coming up the floor. Jackson Watton moves it down to Caden Waters. Grand Prairie ball. Caden Rabb moves it over, tries to find Purnell, but doesn't quite connect on that. 40 seconds left here on a 4-on-4. Austin Winia moves it out across to Rabb. Rabb spins off, shoots up and over. Kellen McGregor with the save. He is new in this game due to the ejection of Joseph Fuss. Waters slows up in the zone, waits for his team to come up, throws it into traffic. Ball goes to the Honey Badgers. Cade Budgel. Budgel slows up, waits for his team. Fisher behind the net. Gave it up. It's going to be Venom ball up floor. Budgel grabs it. Now we have a power play. 2 minutes, 44 seconds. Power play for the Honey Badgers. They look to close out this game. Budgel over to Gala. Gala looks, shoots low to high. Misses the net, they will say. No reset. Lorenz down behind the net. And the net looking for Winia. Not able to connect. That will be a shot clock violation. And it will be Venom ball up floor. Down by 3 with 4.5 minutes left. Caden Waters. Sod. It's going to be a shot clock violation here as the Venom do burn to 30. Problem is burning the 30s. They need to get on offense here. They need to score some goals. Minute and a half left in the penalty. 4 minutes left in the game. Honey Badgers up floor. Brady Harris tries to move it back to Gavin Adams. They cannot connect. So it'll be Venom ball in. No, I would say that the ball was not blown in before he shot that ball. Now the ball's blown in. Gordon will take it. Vandenbush. Once again, they're down by 3. They kind of need to think a goal here on this penalty kill. Vandenbush tries to get pick and roll with his teammate. Caden Waters not able to connect. Waters flips it up over his shoulder back into GP zone. And Brady Harris moves up with the ball. Passes it to Shipway. Shipway back to Budgel. Budgel. Budgel tries to go 5-hole on McGregor. McGregor says it, and it trickles in. There you go. Cade Budgel gets his second or third goal of the game. He's had a couple here. Gives the Honey Badgers a 10-6 lead. As that is looking pretty insurmountable at this point in the game. Contest. 3 minutes left in the game. Venom offense really hasn't been cooking or firing on all cylinders. GP offense and defense both looking up to task this game. Connor Chenard has played exceptional. Ryder Jennings at the dot with Sod. Fighting and see who can get the flip. Sod wins it back right to a GP player. Austin Winia. Winia gets in the zone. Nobody covering him. He's going to take a hit to make a play. Does it anyways. Big save by McGregor, but took the hit, made the play. Fisher was able to scoop that up and put it on net, but McGregor made the save. Venom ball. Think if we're going to try to win this game, then we have to start thinking 6-on-5 here. Jackson Wanton holding the ball. We're now even strength. 2:20 left in the game. McGregor staying in the net. Venom not able to connect on the cross. Some tidy work there by Campbell. Campbell brings the ball in to Cade Budgell. Budgell just scored for GP. Feeling hot right now. Gloves look like they're falling apart. Nice pass down low to McNee, who comes across and saved there by McGregor. Minute 45 left here in the last game of the day. Beckham Van Tol for Venom moves it over to Evan Sod. Bounce pass to, that should be a legal substitution, yep. Too many dudes on the floor, and that's going to be a legal substitution for the Venom. The ref's letting them pick between 61 and 63, the two people that were on the floor here. Neither wanted to go across right now. Let's get somebody in the box so we can finish this game. 65 is going in. Ty Armstrong. Grand Prairie, minute 28 left in the game. Up 10-6 on the power play. Looking to get their first win here in the Tier 2 division at crossover weekend. Very tidy game here played by GP. Took advantage of the power plays when they had them. Have played a good defense and good goaltending by Connor Chenard. And they're just going to walk this one out. Fisher up top, 13 seconds left in the shot clock. Gets some movement. You're going to look for a free reset here on the 30. Over to Budgell. Passes to Lucas Lorenz, who rips that past McGregor. McGregor's got his hands up, what the heck just happened? But Lorenz puts that one through the Venom goaltender. It's 11-6. And the fifth or sixth power play goal here for GP. Their power play has been lethal this evening. Good movement. They're setting seals for each other, setting screens. Honestly, just good power play, good lacrosse. And they will see the last final minute here as we have more penalties to the Venom. Got a cross check to number 69, Logan Lewitt. Technically putting GP back on the power play again. Minute left in the game though. Hopefully walk this one out. Ball given to the Venom. Early movement stated by the ref. Jackson Watton moves it in. Van Den Bush. Caden Waters to the Watton. Watton comes across, spins, moves. Defenders. GP has done a good job getting in the lanes and making contact above the crease of this game. Bounce pass over to Fisher. He's not quite paying attention for it, but that shouldn't matter. There's only 25 seconds left in this game. Venom need to score 5. That's not going to happen. Nation moves it on net. Another save there by Chenard. Nice outlet pass. Fortunately, called back. Venom moves the ball up floor. 6 seconds left. The ref standing with his hands open because he didn't blow it in, but it does not matter as GP is an 11-6 victory over Strathmore. Over the Strathmore Venom will take their first win, I believe, in the Tier 2 division at crossover weekend here over Strathmore. Well played game by GP, honestly. Took advantage of the power plays when they could in a chippy game. Lots of penalties in this one. We had a goalie ejected. But Grand Prairie on top, 11-6 over the Strathmore Venom. As We'll get the handshake here. And that will be it for us from Slave Lake for today. We'll be here tomorrow from 9:30 to 7:30 at night. So another 12 hours of lacrosse for here on the NetFront Sports Network. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you liked the video, please like, please subscribe. Thank you guys for all of the memberships and super chats today. The generosity does not go unnoticed, and we appreciate all the support. So this is me, Eric Kraus, signing off for the evening as the Honey Badgers once again take the final over here. Strathmore 11-6.